and welcome to McClendon Studios, Random Thoughts and Observations, and I'm your host David E. McClendon Sr. And today I'm going to tell you the story of Shine Your Shoe Mister. Now, my kids have asked for me to tell these stories while I'm still capable of remembering them. And of course, I may embellish them somewhat along the way, but while I'm still capable of remembering more or less the facts of the stories. Well, I've told you in previous videos that my father was very competitive. As a matter of fact, if you had a contest, it didn't matter what the prize was, like he would say, whether it was a pint of pee-pee or $1 million, he had to win it. It was a constant thing. He was constantly winning trips to different places, different appliances, different promotions and stuff. He was constantly winning these things. And one day, one of the companies we dealt with announced that my father had won a trip to Rio de Janeiro. And my mother told him, Bruce, I don't want to go to Rio de Janeiro. I don't remember exactly why, but one thing was if both of them went, they'd have to close the store while they were gone because there was no one there. I was I was in high school at the time, and so I wouldn't be able to run it during the day because I had high school, and obviously the shop help couldn't run it because they weren't used to the way that things ran on the interior part of the store. So it was decided that my father would take the trip to Rio de Janeiro, and he invited his best friend Tom Dudley. Well, in order to go on this trip, they had to go and get shots, and they had to go and get pictures for their passports. Well, there was one place that they heard about in town that was taking passport pictures. And when they went in, they had one of those little changeable letter signs, you know, the small ones like would fit in the door or the window, that indicated the passport photos were $5 or some price. And so they went in there and they got their portraits made. And the guy said, well, it'll be about an hour before the pictures are ready. And so my father and Tom went out to go and take care of a few other things about getting their passports. And lo and behold, about an hour later when they showed back up, the changeable letter sign in the window now had a higher price, like $1 more. If it was $5 before, it's $6. I don't remember the exact fee. But it was more than what they had originally saw when they went in. Now, they hadn't said anything to the guy about it when they went in about what the price was. And they figured, okay, well, that's the last money he's going to get from us anyway. So from that point forward, they never dealt with this particular photographer ever again because they felt like he was unscrupulous, and obviously it was if he's going to change the price on you after you've already made the initial arrangements. Anyway, they got their pictures, they got their shots, and they boarded the plane to fly down to Rio de Janeiro. They got down there, and they were having a great time going to all the different sites, and one day my father was coming out of the hotel lobby, and this little boy points down at his shoe, and he says, "Shine your shoe, mister, free?" And my father thought, well, something's up, but I just got to figure out, got to check this out. So he said, sure, and he put his foot up there for the little boy to shine his shoe, and the little boy's going all out with all the popping with the rag, and just making a great show of it, juggling the different instruments that he used. It was brush, he was brushing with it and flipping it, and just singing and whistling and carrying on while he was doing this and just making a great show of it. And the crowd gathered around watching this little boy shine my father's shoe. And he really did an excellent job on it. He gets done shining the shoe and he points to the other one and says, "Shine the other shoe, mister, $2. And my father said, there's the catch. And what a great salesman, because here this little boy was, he didn't say, "I'll shine your shoes for free." He'd shine the one for free. My father thought that that was a great sales pitch, and the little boy really had earned the $2. And so I went ahead and gave him the $2, and maybe gave him a tip, I don't remember. But he congratulated him on his salesmanship and his sales technique. And that's the story of Shine Your Shoe Mister. We thank you. If you like these stories, please drop us a line at GindysVideos at GINDYSVIDEOS@gmail.com. Or drop us a comment in the box below. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you will. Otherwise, you may want to log on and like us on the Random Thoughts and Observations blog. Let us know. Become a follower of us or like it or whatever you would like to do. Just let us know how we're doing. And we thank you. This is a Federal Trade Commission required notice. When you click on an advertisement that is displayed with this video, or just before it, we receive a small commission. Sometimes, if you merely watch an ad, we receive commission. If you purchase anything by clicking on links on any of our websites, we receive a commission as well. McClendon Studios is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates Program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.
Suzanne has written a great book of poetry. It is called Shattered. You can find it on Amazon.com.
We also offer you the book How to Pay Off Your Debt. Buy it on Amazon.com.
We have a new book. Many people want to know if homeschooling will work for them. This book may help you answer that question. You can find it on Amazon.com.
On the 18th of August, in honor of my beautiful child bride Suzanne, all of our books will be free.